who is now the first Moroccan ever to score at 2 World Cups. He has 5 goals in his last 9 internationals, but only 2 league goals for Sevilla this calendar year. And there he is, who leads the Moroccan line. Kylian Mbappe has scored as many goals at this World Cup finals as Morocco. It is the North Africans who will kick off the second semi-final. Argentina will be watching closely. And here's history, because when the countdown finishes, for the first time ever, an African boot will touch a ball in a World Cup semi-final. Off we go. Ziyech, Ezalzouli's looking for this. And Griezmann got something on it.
They've certainly given a good account of themselves.
Away to France, lifting the trophy. Footballers around the world these days
Themselves in good positions many times. It's just that quality.
Atiat Allah. Abouklal may yet come. Abouklal.
Putting Mbappe through the middle and Thuram down the left definitely helped them, because
always going to get the head of Ashraf Dari. Now accelerating away. Ashraf Dari's knocked over Marcus Thuram. Giroud's in the middle. It's behind him. This is really dangerous. Superb block. And as well is Griezmann, though, for France. One moment from them. Finding Sofiane Boufal. Look, brilliantly done. Azzedine Ounahi. Ziyech, the referees let that go. Azzedine Ounahi kept that in play.
Great tackle.
Oh, Amrabat has absolutely ploughed through Kylian Mbappe. Well, Ziyech away from Hernandez into Ounahi. Well covered by Theo Hernandez. Thanks to Mbappe. Achraf Hakimi with the ball in. Griezmann, that's an even better one. Mbappe, well, Hakimi was certainly making his presence felt with Kylian Mbappe. Bono's come off worse than anybody in that scenario, and the referee wants to just taking on Amrabat. Mbappe taking on Koundé. He's done brilliantly. Hamdalla's in the middle.
Hakimi.
Ziyech headed out by Griezmann. It was too. That's a good ball. Abouklal. Ounahi. Hamdallah in the middle. Thuram. Dangerous cross. Griezmann's ball in and headed just wide. Well, Thuram and Tchouameni. Good done first time. Beautifully done. Hakimi. A little bit of space for the fizzed cross. Not quite what he intended, but collected and advancing, taking on Dari for pace. Hakimi weaving through. And a tap in for 2. He's been on the pitch for only a matter of seconds, but Randall Kolo Muani has scored his first ever international goal and surely sent the World Cup holders to the World Cup final again.
Well, the substitutions have worked, that's for sure, for Didier Deschamps. Give the ball away in Morocco. And when it gets to Mbappe, eventually, great little turn. Gets the ball back here, look, great bit of skill. And again, deflected, easy tapping from Ounahi.
Of Theo Hernandez, just failing. Abouklal is in the middle. Hamdallah, great little run by Boufal. He's got to the byline. Griez missed by Koundé. Atiat Allah just too high for Abouklal, but only just. Bal, great ball in, and Naziri couldn't reach it. Tchouameni. Ounahi. Allah now, can he pull it back? And Naziri in the middle. Alba Konate. Great defending. Amrabat. What? go up. This is all a bit pointless because Mbappe's from Dembele. Now he's running it. El Yamik. Ziyech with the early ball in, and Selim Fofana. Use Hakimi. Blocked by. Lovely ball. Morocco have a corner kick. It was a lovely weighted ball from Unahi into a terrific run from making the run. Masraoui steadfastly refused to play that way. Mbappe cutting inside. Good. Oh, Dembele. Ziyech is in behind him, and Hernandez has recovered just about, and then he slides into a challenge and gets the free kick. Boufal, it was. Making the run. Mbappe too. It's too long for Mbappe. Unahi. Selim Amala back around the corner. Selim Amala forward. Hakimi hit it. Injured his thigh for Manchester United against Chelsea. Mbappe.
Make mistakes like that, you're going to ask for trouble, but generally...
El Yamik's under pressure here as well. Ziyech, that's a good-looking ball in. Konat. Ziyech.
Quality French side who don't mind playing.
The man with the flag on that far side. Here's Ousmane Dembele. Dembele's in a good position. It's going to come through here, but we've got Ashraf Dari wearing number 20. 30 seconds of the half to play. Ziyech with the delivery. It's got help from Ziyech in that time. Griezmann with the corner kick and just flicked by Varane. Never on target. And inside the penalty area, nearly came to him too. And Unahi. It's Mbappe! And hooked out by El Yamik. I'm not sure it was going in anyway. It might now though. Giroud's put it wide. Masraoui. Griezmann. It hit Dari, and it's in. Theo Hernandez has struck France in front inside 5 minutes. The world champions lead in the World Cup semi-final. Morocco behind. The worst possible start for them.
Confident, great feet, got his shots away.
In this area is in the middle. Hakim. Up went Hugo Lloris before the beginning of the World Cup in 1998. Well, half-headed away. The overhead kick has come off the woodwork. Didn't quite come back to El Yamik. Boufal spinning and shooting wide. What a fabulous effort from El Yamik that hit the woodwork. Nicely done. Amala loved because of Aged and Sai's not being there, but there. Now can he find the pass? Hakim Ziyech might have just been falling as he hit this.
Brilliant move though.
The odds, and Morocco have lost the ball rather cheaply, barring the last group game against Tunisia. Antoine Griezmann. Ziyech with the chance to cross. Hugo Lloris should take that and bounced over the top of Romain Sai's. Giroud, he's hit the post. Olivier Giroud smashes the woodwork, and Morocco escape just. His little dummy didn't fool Varane. Unahi, oh, good save by Hugo Lloris. It nearly came to end this series. Well, Azzedine Unahi, well won, Amala.
Versus Morocco is about to shock the football world. France arrive as one of the overwhelming favourites, stacked with world-class talent in every position.
Because this team and the front end is better than anybody else.
Morocco arrive with something far more dangerous: belief. They've already shattered expectations, silenced doubters, and proven they can eliminate football's biggest giants.
But this team right here, they can beat anybody. They seriously could beat anybody. The quality that these guys have in every position of the pitch, speaks for itself.
Now, these two nations are about to collide again, with a place in the World Cup semi-finals on the line. Last time France ended Morocco's dream, this time Morocco believe they can end France's.
This will be the hardest game for France in winning this World Cup.
The football world isn't ready for what's about to happen. France's road here wasn't pretty. Paraguay parked everything behind the ball and dared France to find an answer. And for over an hour, France didn't have one.
Flow of this game was cut off completely with how deep Paraguay were playing and how clogged up the middle of the pitch was. France had a ton of difficulty carving out any kind of chances.
The breakthrough came from a substitute, Desiré Doué, who won a penalty. Mbappé buried without blinking.
Desiré Doué would come on, and his technical ability, his ability to glide past 2 or 3 players in one go, and it led to an even bigger problem for Paraguay as Doué would get taken down in the box. Pretty obvious one, not a lot to debate there, and France would get a penalty.
That's twice now in this tournament where Deschamps has needed his bench to bail out his starters, and twice now it's worked. Here's the stat that should scare everyone else left in this competition. France have ground out 2 last-minute wins in the knockout rounds, first taking 66 minutes to break Senegal, then needing a substitute to win a penalty against Paraguay. They're chasing a 3rd straight World Cup final, something no team has managed in 24 years. Say that number out loud. 24 years. That's not a hot streak, that's a program built to win when it matters. Morocco's road looked different but ended in a similar place. Against Canada, they were second best for 45 minutes.
There's no way they should have dominated Morocco with the players Morocco have as much as they did in the first half.
Then, Unahi happened. 2 goals. One of them an absolute strike from the edge of the box that left the goalkeeper rooted.
Shraf Hakimi, and that was superbly launched!
A low, driven strike straight into the bottom corner for 1-0 Morocco.
Bono, meanwhile, barely had to make a save in the second half because Morocco simply stopped letting Canada anywhere near him. Now, here's where this quarter-final stops being just a football match. Hakimi didn't grow up dreaming of Casablanca stadiums. He grew up in Getafe, just outside Madrid, raised by Moroccan parents who kept that identity alive in him, while Real Madrid's academy built him into one of the best fullbacks on the planet. He could have played for Spain. He chose Morocco. And now he's the one standing between his adopted flag for France, the team that beat his country in the cruelest way possible just 4 years ago. Morocco's belief isn't fragile anymore either. This isn't the fairy tale run from 2022 that nobody saw coming.
Don't look at them as a surprise team, as a dark horses anymore. If you want to talk about contenders, put Morocco as part of the contenders.
Back-to-back World Cup quarterfinals for an African nation has never happened before, not once in the history of this competition.
I just think that the Moroccan Federation, they're making African football so proud with what they are doing.
They're not the plucky underdog story this time. They're a team that expects to be here. So the stakes are simple. Even if nobody wants to say it out loud, for France, anything less than the semi-final is a disappointment, given the talent sitting on that bench. For Morocco, this is the game that decides whether 2022 was lightning in a bottle or the start of something real. But stats and storylines don't win football matches. Let's break down how each team actually wants to play this game. France's attacking blueprint is built around speed and rotation. Mbappé stretches the backline vertically, Dembele works the half spaces, and the midfield keeps shifting positions to create wide overloads that most defenses simply can't track for 90 minutes. It's quick combinations, one-touch passing, and pace in behind, all designed to break a defense before it can reset. Except that's not what happened against Paraguay. France looked sluggish for long stretches, stuck passing sideways in front of a low block that refused to open up.
But it's impossible to play against a team like that. They refuse to play.
It took 70 minutes to find a way through, and even then, it needed a moment of individual brilliance off the bench rather than the system working as designed. So here's the question hanging over this entire match. If Paraguay, a side with a fraction of Morocco's attacking quality, could frustrate France for over an hour sitting deep, what happens when a team with actual counter-attacking teeth does the same thing?
Morocco are clearly a better side. The big question is can Morocco defend in the manner in which Paraguay did, because that's their staple diet.
Because that's exactly Morocco's plan.
To be threatened, they've yet to be attacked against, and I think Morocco can do it. I think Morocco can, because I think they've got the pieces for it, and I think they've got the midfield for it. So I think this game is not going to be easy for France, and I think Morocco can hurt France in certain ways.
Their backline stays compact, resisting the urge to push up and leave gaps in behind. In front of them, Ayoub Bouadi and Neil El Anoui screen as a double pivot, breaking up passing lanes before France's midfield ever gets moving. Bono commands his box with total calm. Morocco are happy to give up the ball for long stretches if it means striking once, hard on the counter.
They know how to defend, they know how to be patient, and they know how to counter-attack and score goals.
And when they do strike, it's fast. Hakimi bombs forward from right back with the kind of speed that used to torment Liga 1 defenders every week for PSG. Brahim Diaz finds the right pass in transition almost every single time, the exact pattern that ripped Canada open in the second half, once Morocco decided to actually play. Here's the complication for Morocco though. Hakimi's been facing off against elite European defenders in the Champions League for years now, which means players like Saliba and Koundé have studied his runs more closely than almost anyone in world football. Familiarity runs both ways in a game like this. There's also the injury cloud hanging over this whole plan. Saibari went down against Canada, and if he's not right for this one, that's a real attacking weapon missing from Morocco's rotation. One less body to relieve the pressure when France start pushing numbers forward. The midfield battle underneath all of this might decide everything. Second balls, loose touches, transitions won and lost in half a second. That's where tempo gets decided in games like this, and both sides have the personnel to win that particular fight. Set pieces could be the tiebreaker if open play stays locked. Morocco scored from a dead ball against Canada, proving they've got the quality on the training ground for exactly these moments. And France have their own aerial threats capable of turning one header into the difference. So, forget the framing most people are using for this game. This isn't France's attack against Morocco's defense. It's two teams who both know how to win ugly when the pretty football isn't working. But tactics only tell half the story here, because this match carries weight that goes far beyond the 90.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. تتجه أنظار عشاق كرة القدم إلى المواجهة النارية التي ستجمع المنتخب المغربي بنظيره الفرنسي في ربع نهائي كأس العالم 2026 في لقاء يحمل طابعا ثائريا بعد مواجهة نصف نهائي مونديال 2022 التي انتهت بفوز فرنسا. يدخل المغرب المباراة بثقة كبيرة بعدما قدم مستويات مميزة طوال المباراة، حيث تجاوز مجموعات قوية ضمن البرازيل واسكتلندا وهايتي دون خسارة. ثم اكتسح كندا بثلاثية نظيفة في الدور السابق، يؤكد أنه لم يعد منتخب المفاجآت، بل أصبح منافسا قويا على اللقب. في المقابل واصل المنتخب الفرنسي تألقه بقيادة نجومه وعلى رأسهم كيليان مبابي، وحقق العلامة كاملة حتى الآن، لكنه يدرك أن مواجهة المغرب ستكون اختبار أصعب له في البطولة، خاصة أمام التنظيم الدفاعي والسرعة في الهجمات المرتدة التي يتميز بها أسود الأطلس. المباراة لن تكون مجرد صراع على بطاقة التأهل إلى نصف النهائي، بل ستكون مواجهة بين مدرستين كرويتين، وبين منتخب يسعى لتأكيد هيمنته العالمية وآخر يطمح لكتابة فصل جديد في تاريخ الكرة الإفريقية والعربية. فهل ينجح المغرب في رد الاعتبار وتحقيق إنجاز تاريخي جديد، أم تؤكد فرنسا تفوقها وتحجز مقعدها في نصف النهائي؟ الإجابة ستكون على أرضية الملعب في واحدة من أقوى مباريات مونديال 2026. شاركونا آراءكم في التعليقات، ولا تنسوا الإعجاب بالفيديو ومشاركة الفيديو ومشاركة في القناة ليصلكم كل جديد. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.